Hey guys, welcome to Smoke Cessation Secrets 2011, brought to you by JustQuitSmokingNow.com. Back in the 1950s, smoking was stylish. In fact, it was reflected commonplace. Back then, you could smoke everywhere in restaurants, airplanes, grocery stores, even at hospitals. Remember all the movies you see that were made in, I don't know, the 60s or 70s where people are smoking? Jaws, for example, is a good instance of that. Look out for that next time you watch Jaws. A smoker never got a good look or a dirty look for lighting up in public. It was the people who didn't smoke who were in the minority. How the times have changed. Smoking is nothing new to civilization, by the way. In fact, scientists can determine that as far back as 1000 BC, people started using the leaves of tobacco plant for smoking and chewing. By the time Europeans came to the New World and discovered some indigenous tribes using the substance, tobacco was just about ready to be introduced to the rest of the world. In 1832, the first paper cigarette was introduced. It is widely believed that the first paper-rolled cigarettes were made by Egyptian soldiers fighting the Turkish-Egyptian War. Other historians suggest that Russians and Turks learned about cigarettes from the French, who in turn may have learned about smoking from the Spanish. It is thought that paupers in Seville were making a form of cigarette known as a papelette from the butts of discarded cigars and papers as early as the 17th century. More on the evolution of smoking timeline. In 1900, smoking jackets and hats have been introduced for gentlemen smokers. An after-dinner cigar with a glass of port or brandy is now an established tradition in turn-of-the-century Britain. Cigarettes are also a part of life. In 1950, evidence of a link between lung cancer and smoking is published in the British Medical Journal. Research by Professor, now Sir, Richard Dahl and A. Bradford Hill investigates smoking. In 1964, the United States Surgeon General tells Americans that smoking causes lung cancer. Not many people listen. In 1965, federal law not only prohibits tobacco advertising on television, but they also make it mandatory to include the Surgeon General's warning in print on all cigarette packs. The last radio ads for cigarettes run in 1971. The airline industry begins making concessions for the Anti-Tobacco Coalition. In 1975, they create separate smoking sections on airplanes, causing disturbances with flyers everywhere. Smoking today. The trend continued toward more smoking bans all over the country. Today, there are many towns who are attempting, and some are succeeding, in making their entire towns non-smoking. Restaurants and bars across the country are starting to enforce mandatory bans. Furthermore, if you are a smoker, you are regulated to puffing away in an alley, on the sidewalk, or sneaking a quick hit in the bathroom. It's no longer fashionable to be a smoker. So, why are there so many people out there who still smoke? Research over the years began to indicate certain ingredients in cigarettes that point directly to a highly addictive habit. Most people who smoke agree that they probably shouldn't be smoking. They know that it's harmful to their health, but they still light up when they get the chance. Many smokers want to quit, but they think they are powerless against the hold that tobacco has on them. We're here to tell you, quitting smoking is no walk in the park. It hurts often physically, but even more emotionally. The devil weed takes hold of every part of your life and helps to form your identity. You are a smoker. How in the world will you become a non-smoker? Persistence, commitment, willpower, and patience are all ways you will succeed in your venture to stop smoking. It's not our intention to lie to you. It's going to be one of the hardest things you will ever do. But once you become smoke free, you'll be so glad you suffered the way you did in your battle to quit. The book on justquitsmokingnow.com is intended to address the biggest issues that people face who have decided to quit smoking. Just Quit Smoking Now has a sincere hope that we can take this journey together. The authors and many of our community members are smokers, and many of us have quit smoking and are here to offer guidance. The community is welcome. Hopefully, as I help guide you, I can help make myself available to everybody who needs assistance. For more information and to receive a free smoke cessation technique guide, visit justquitsmokingnow.com. Let's do it together and make this year the year that you quit smoking and realize the benefits of a healthy, smoke-free environment. I'll see you guys later at justquitsmokingnow.com.